which I thought was important to discuss and talk about in the video because Wikipedia is a very heavily utilized application nowadays among students, as many students will tell you it's very helpful for their research papers. I know it's helped get me through a lot of research papers myself. And Wikipedia is actually one of the applications I kind of regret not focusing on a little more when I did the editing for this video, but I basically think it's a very good example of how the Academy sort of kind of shutting out different technologies that are being introduced in society. Like, I find it just strange that so many students are using Wikipedia and yet so many teachers at the same time just seem to shun it, just because of the fact that any, they would say any random person can just go on there, type up what they want. But the fact is that really, like, Wikipedia is very good about regulating what sort of articles make it on there, and if something is, just inaccurate or wrong or offensive, they will take it out. And the people who write up articles on Wikipedia are very good about, like, citing all of their sources, so you can go back and trace where they got this information from. And then here's a little bit from the New Humanities video that talks about Wikipedia and how it's sort of the dawn of a new era in the internet, basically, in which now everyone can just go on the web. The common person can just go on there and contribute their 2 cents, basically, to the world. So I thought that was a very interesting topic, and that's definitely something that I thought should be in the video too, because that's where technology is headed. It's making the common person more being able to get their voice out there and have more power in a way. And this is true also in the classroom. It's sort of Catherine Hales talks about this. It's sort of changing the power relations in a little bit, in a way that students are collaborating more with their teachers because they're actually helping the teachers out with some of these newer programs and technologies that they are more familiar with. So that's one of our main messages that we're trying to convey with this video, is that basically, in order for teachers to accommodate the students better and bridge that generational gap, it's beneficial for them and the students if they sort of go down to their level. By that I mean just like using some of the technologies they're used to and teaching in a more non-linear style, being more visually based. Just the students can soak more in, and the teachers can learn from them as well, because the students can teach them technologies that they may not be familiar with. So it's more of a collaborative learning experience and learning environment, as opposed to basically the professor just sort of standing up there lecturing the whole time, sort of acting like everything they say is correct, and the students should just sit there and basically just not question anything. Which, I mean, there's really not much wrong with that. Some professors just feel that's that they have the knowledge, so the students, they are there to learn, so they should just sit there and learn. But at the same time, I think if teachers use more of like a collaborative experience, and use some of these technologies, it's more beneficial for the students and teachers, and they can reach the students better who are more used to that sort of environment. And this is Heidi McKee, one of the presenters at the Watson Conference. I basically wanted to mix things up a little more, throw some more footage in there besides just having it be the Catherine Hales and Michael Trice movie, basically. So I got that along with some of the New Humanities footage, which you see here. And basically, Heidi talks about sort of the new designs of the classroom that they wanted to implement into their university, in which it was not just a lecture hall-based system. It was more of a collaborative environment. There were individual tables, chairs with wheels, projector screen, screens for each set of tables, things like that. So that was something I thought was really cool. And you saw a picture that she projected up there a minute ago. And the New Humanities video basically talks about this similar topic, and they also kind of mention how to compose in the 21st century means being able to like manipulate images and work with images, in some cases video, and not just sitting there and writing up a paper. And got a couple articles there about iPods and iPhones being used on campus. That's something I think is definitely going to increase as time goes on, and something I thought was very interesting. And then here we got Catherine Hales sort of helping us wrap up this video and give us a basic summary of what we were trying to discuss, in that students benefit more if the teachers reach out to them by using technologies in the classroom, using a more nonlinear style of teaching, more visual based, and that students can absorb more information that way. But also teachers can be benefited as well, because they can collaborate with the students, get more information from them. And yeah, then I got sort of a little montage here of the speakers that were used in this video. There's the classroom again. Some students here, sort of, they were used from the presentation that Heidi spoke at, kind of talking about their personal experience with multimodal composition. So to sum up, I had a good time with this class and making this video in particular. I like using Movie Maker a lot, so it's good for me, even though Movie Maker could be a hassle sometimes and pretty time consuming. But it was worth it in the end, definitely. And I really like the idea of the final project being, visually based, as opposed to just, writing up a 10-page paper, because I think I'm more of a visual learner. Alright, thanks a lot for watching.